What's up, fucking?
What's up, fucking?
We are the Not So Newlyweds. I am Jocelyn.
And I'm Daniel. What's up, fucking?
We have been all about the fucking tonight.
I think we've been all about the liquor tonight, if we're being honest, fucking.
Well, you know. It happens.
We have had a good time tonight, man. We listened to, we did a church earlier right off the bat that got me all up in the feels, and I was like, we need to swell up afterwards. And so far, we've been going, chug, 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 chug.
All night.
Right. So, we've been listening to you. This is Upchurch with Tom Macdonald and Struggle Jennings. This is Travelers. Now, I believe she said that Church did a version of this by himself. But look, man, I've liked what I've heard out of Struggle so far. You know we're Tom fans here. Tom is where we started. The birth of this channel was with Tom.
Yeah, love some Tom Macdonald.
We'd like some Tom Macdonald. And we, through y'all, found Church, and that's been a fucking whirlwind of some fuck you that we've loved riding. So this has probably been our most requested thing to do. And I don't know why we haven't intentionally stayed away from it or anything like that. But
I have actually heard this one. I've actually only listened to it all the way through once.
Bad Jocelyn. Bad Jocelyn.
Well, it was before we discovered.
Remember last time I was
Upchurch.
bad Daniel, bad Jocelyn.
It was a long time ago that I listened to it. Before we even started this channel.
Doesn't make it any better. Bad Jocelyn.
He hasn't listened to it, so.
I have not, and I've. This is one of the ones I've had a hard time. She picks on me because I go listen to shit before I'm supposed to. This is one I have maintained staying away from because we at this channel we have become huge Tom fans. We have become huge Church fans. We're just getting into Struggle. I think I'm gonna be a fan of his too. And so this is a triple punch, and this is Travelers, and I'm actually pretty fucking stoked to hear this.
Let's get into it.
You gotta remember, I went to school in Delta, man. This has that kind of.
I'm a traveling gypsy, tipsy off weed and rye whiskey, whistling the silence at night as the ghosts emerge from the thick weed, drifting in clothing they had when they left this world years ago. So they tiptoe in heaven, nervous cause they still ain't their norm. They seen the light but didn't travel, got stuck in the past to explore. Maybe we are in the past, that means the future is more, or maybe the future is present. And before us this question, if that's the case, who do we ask when we need backwards directions? I mean there's a meaning for attribute, especially one of a leader, one who goes against the world and don't care to die neither. And if I'm Robert E. Lee, give me that Confederate flag, take me back to the past so I can bleed out and laugh. He was a traveler, rock star and a healer. Oh, we'll spinning in the sunset through the night, into the dark unknown. Guns loaded, but he always made it all before the light.
Grass grown over my heart. It's been a lonely place, waiting on my time to shine. Rolex with a broken face, sleeping in the cutlass, showered in the truck stop. A buckshot's the only thing will ever make this buck stop. Punch clocks and misery, dreams of something bigger. I just wanna reach the public, not just be a public figure. Like to say that he failed, trained to success was derailed. Put my journey in a song, inspire you with details. In the field searching for seashells, no ocean was in sight, but I saw it in my heart and kept believing I was right. Fight for what's mine and what's not. I'll go and earn, blazing a trail through the South, trying not to get burned.
He was a traveler, rock star and a healer. Oh, we'll spinning in the sunset through the night, into the dark unknown. forever, and lately I haven't been praying. I feel like my halo turned into a noose and I'm fighting to stay on the pavement. I feel like the signs on the side of the road keep on pointing me past all the places I've wanted to go, so I stay on the road and I'm farther from home than I hoped I would make it. I feel like I'm naked inside of a snake pit and everybody wanna take pics. I feel like I have to come out of this hole with a pair of boots made of snakeskin. I feel like the road that's ahead is the highway to hell, but I still gotta take it. Nothing to lose in a second to prove that the stars that I followed have led me to greatness. I sunk all the skeletons, drunk on adrenaline, running and dumping the evidence. Discussing my demons with devils disguised as my friends and pretending they're better men. Collecting the feathers of vultures that patiently wait for a meal at my grave. I'll tell my tale around campfires if you listen close. They'll say, he was a trap.
Fuck.
Church first. I like this song. I like the groove on the song. You made me feel very American for some reason, which is why I went and got the hat. I'll probably be wearing this show, by the way.
Yes.
Secondly, the song has some grease on it, man. This is fucking cornbread right here. This is what cornbread is. It ain't always got to be in your face, man. If it makes you make that face, it's cornbread. That's cornbread. This channel was born with Tom. And I'm going to have to say something here. Fuck it. Tom Macdonald, thank you for blowing that motherfucker up.
Oh, God. Tom Macdonald makes you feel a certain way in this song, man.
I'm not, you are absolutely right. And you have watched us enough to know that I love some Church, man. He gets me in the feels and the swells, but fuck Tom.
Tom killed this one.
Fucking
oh
fuck Tom. Damn. Tom's let me roll in here and fucking fuck some shit up. He said, let me roll up in the joint and fuck some shit up. Woo, Tom.
Back that up and listen to that again.
that was a killer flow, man. That was a killer flow. And I'm not taking anything away from any of these other two gentlemen, but Tom fucked that shit up right there. Mm-hmm. That was good.
It was really good.
Road that's ahead is the highway to hell, but I still gotta. I feel like my halo turned into a noose and I'm fighting to stay on the pavement. I feel like the signs on the side of the road keep on pointing me past all the places I've wanted to go, so I stay on the road and I'm farther from home than I hoped I would make it. I feel like I'm naked inside of a snake pit and everybody wanna take pics. I feel like I have to come out of this hole with a pair of boots made of snakeskin. I feel like the road that's ahead is the highway to hell, but I still gotta take it. Nothing to lose in a second to prove that the stars that I followed have led me to greatness. I sunk all the skeletons, drunk on adrenaline, running and dumping the evidence. Discussing my demons with devils disguised as my friends and pretending they're better men. Collecting the feathers of vultures that patiently wait for a meal at my grave. I'll tell my tale around campfires if you listen close. They'll say, he was a traveler, rock star.
Let's do it again. It's all over again.
I'm going to say something real quick, and I know we're in a church song, but I'm going to say something real quick about Tom. Those of y'all that are Tom fans too, you know he was in the wrestling game. And I'm an old school wrestling fan, man. I am. And I just got in this argument the other day with somebody. They were talking about this match with barbed wire and blood and all this other kind of bullshit. I'm like, man, that misses. I mean, yes, there's a place for that. Misses the point, though. Harley Race and Ric Flair once had a match that was like 2 hours long, and there was maybe 4 moves during the whole match, and you were on the edge of your seat because they told a story. I have said before that country music is about a country boy telling a story. Right here, in this moment, on this song, right now, Tom told me a story. Yes. Tom told me a story, man, and this whole song is actually telling me a story. I'm not going to take away from Church at all. You know we love Church. Mm-hmm. But just for Struggle's verse was awesome too. Struggle, we're going to catch more of you. None of this is to downplay you at all, but fucking Tom talked to me just there for a minute.
Yes. Oh, fuck.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, I mean, I've heard this before, but it gets me every time, man.
And you know, in this particular style that they're grooving on, Church, Struggle, man, shit's filthy. Y'all hear me use that word every once in a while, that shit's filthy. And this would not have been the groove I would have expected Tom to fuck me up on.
Yeah. good.
Thank you, Tom.
So good.
That was good.
And I would love to see a real collaboration between Upchurch and Tom. Oh my fuck, that would be
I would
good.
pay I would pay stupid money to go sit in front of both of those dudes together.
Oh God, yes. And if those two were to tour together, oh fuck yes.
Here, have my kidney. You just spleen. I got a liver. It's only mostly done. Yeah, I'd pay money to see those two together.
Yes.
That would freaking. We've already. You know, we're going to see Church. Tom, you come anywhere near here, we're seeing you too.
Oh yeah.
Struggle, fuck, man. Look, dude, this is the first thing we've done with him.
Yeah.
I'm digging you too. We're getting to you.
Let's finish this out.
Really, please.
Collecting the feathers of vultures that patiently wait for a meal at my grave. They'll tell my tale around campfires. If you listen close, they'll say
He was a traveler, a rock star and a healer. Oh, we'll spinning in the sunset through the night, into the dark unknown. Guns are loaded, but he always made it home before the light.
For as much as we just got finished geeking out over Tom, I'm gonna geek out now. Church, that's filthy, brother. That's fucking. Look, man, fucking. I always say that one of the reasons I like Church is he always inspires these memories for me, and there's simply, and this is kind of the point he's making with a lot of his music where he pokes at mainstream country artists. There are certain things you just don't fucking understand unless you grew up in the mud and the sticks. Yeah. They're on creek banks, and there's just certain things you just don't get. You can sing about it, you can talk about it, you can do whatever you want to do about it, but unless that's where you're from, there's certain things you don't get. I relate to Church because I think we grew up in similar environments. I grew up on that creek bank. I grew up in those woods. He hits me in a different place. Church does. And a place that, everybody that watches us knows that rock is our thing. I tried really hard for a long time to hide them backwoods part of myself. I really did. Church makes me want to fucking wave a flag saying I fucking grew up in the woods. Got a problem with that? I wish motherfucker would. Fucking. Church always makes me feel a certain way, man. That's why we went down this rabbit hole. We've said before we could analyze this shit to death, but for y'all, it's about what it makes us feel in that moment. And Church always makes us feel something. Yeah. Always makes us feel something.
And Tom Macdonald does too, in a completely different way.
Right. We're fans of Tom too. And it's a very similar trait they share. Tom always gets us. Tom gets us talking about shit we don't want to talk about.
We get on long rants when we listen to Tom.
Right. We tend to do that. Struggle. We're going to check out some more of you too, man. Don't think we're sitting here laying praise on both these other guys. Don't think you went unnoticed in this song. Yeah. I liked what you did too, and we're going to get into you, and we're going to we're going to learn some more about Struggle Jennings as well. Yeah. I want to dig into that, and we'll sit here and mark out on you on somebody else's time too.
Leave us any recommendations you have for any of these three.
Right.
Yeah.
I dug the shit out of that, man. That made me feel grungy.
Yes.
I felt like I was in the woods. and muddy and fucking loving every minute of it.
Yep. Love it. Love it.
Grungy. Dirty.
As always, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe if you like us, if you like what we're doing.
Be on the lookout for our Instagram.
Yes, we're gonna try to figure out how to post a link to our Instagram account in our description. We're just now getting into Instagram, so
right. We're such fogies, man, on this whole internet thing.
yeah, the social media has
Right.
been just Facebook mostly for us, and like a month and a half ago, YouTube when we started this, and we're just now getting into Instagram. So
right. I mean, you know, I'm like everybody else. So I just went and watched some YouTube funny videos, music that I like, shit like that. Yeah, this whole experience is like, we're idiots. We're so far behind technology right now, it's not even funny.
but that's okay. It's part of our charm. Y'all seem to like us. That's all that matters.
Right, man, and we're doing this Instagram. That's where some of our behind the scenes stuff. Those of you that get a kick out of watching our particular brand of stupid, that's where that's going to be. Finally got some on her. So y'all check that out. Church, Tom, Struggle, good fucking song.
Yes.
All of you were awesome in your moment. The song as a whole was filthy. Love the song.
Yeah.
Love the song.
Nice. I like
Thank
it.
y'all for recommending this one too.
Yep. And with that, we'll catch you on the next one.
Night.